today with another new video. The topic of today's video is how the computers developed and how they became the way they are today. So basically, I would be talking about how the computers uh, developed and the history of the computers. That means that how they developed from simpler machines which were used for calculating arithmetic, and from those simpler machines how they got improved in their designs and how they became the way as they are today. So from slower beginnings, computers have developed in their complexity and speed, through which they process the millions of pieces of information very fastly in just a second, and could solve the problems which are beyond human reach. So the earlier machines which were used for calculation were quite simpler, beginning with abacus, which was a device which consisted an array of rods which were mounted by bits, which were mounted on which the bits were mounted, and which was used generally for arithmetic. So the early innovators like Leonardo da Vinci, or we can say that Gottfried Leibniz and Blaise Pascal, have already made some computing devices that could add and subtract. In fact, Leibniz step reckoner. It was a machine. It was a gear-driven computer machine, and this machine could even multiply. So it was made in AD 1671. Then we come to 1804. So in 1804, a French weaver whose name was Joseph Marie Jacquard. So he was a French weaver. So he made a loop on which there were punch cards, and through that punch cards, the punch cards could execute complicated designs. So it was a case of Jacquard's loop, in which the punch cards could execute complicated designs. Then there were the case of the 1820s. So in 1820s, Charles Babbage, who was a scientist. So in the 1820s, Babbage had an idea of making a steam-driven analytical engine which could translate the programmed information, which could store information, and which could just give an result, give an output result in, and which could be fed into the printer. So unfortunately, this idea never came into existence, because the analytical engine was never invented, and it just remained an idea only. So it was Babbage's analytical engine. So it may be called the first computer that was never. It may be called as the idea can be called as the first computer, and but that computer was never actually built. So now let's come to a very important topic, that is in the 1854, a German mathematician whose name was George Boole, he developed symbolic logic. So what do we mean by symbolic logic? So symbolic logic is also known as Boolean algebra. So Boolean algebra is a system which reduces the decision making through the three elements, which are AND, NOT, and OR. So these AND, NOT, and OR. So what are these AND, NOT, and OR? So these are all the logic gates: the AND gate, the NOT gate, and the OR gate. So by the combination, and this discovery of symbolic logic was a big breakthrough in the computer world, because this was only the way through which programming was to be done. This was only the way. Without this, programming was impossible. There was no other way. So this is about Boole's symbolic logic. It was a key to computer programming. So using those gates, that are AND, NOT, and OR, using those gates we can make complex circuits, so that we could fit the complex circuits which could add or subtract or multiply or divide, or also we can develop this complex circuits which could do higher mathematical calculations like integration and differentiation, and also some of the quantum mechanical calculations. So So basically these three elements, these three logic gates can make a very complicated circuits which could use to process different kinds of results or different kinds of mathematical calculations. So as we already know that computer only understands two the computer only understands two things. It understands 0 and it understands 1, which are the binary numbers. So the 0 stands for the lower voltage level, which could be given to the complex circuit, and the 1 starts for the higher voltage level, which could be given to the that complex circuit. So and on the basis of that, the circuit could be designed in such a way that just by giving those 1 and 0, that is low voltage level and high voltage level, just by giving those voltage levels, that circuit could calculate the desired result. So the circuit is in that way designed. So Boolean algebra was very important. So it was a key to computer programming. Then in 1943, a mathematician named as Alan Turing. He was a very great mathematician. So what he did that he by extreme mathematical calculations, what he did that actually first we should look upon programming. So what does programming mean? So programming means to create a set of instructions that could be told to the computer to perform a specific task. That if we input that instruction into the computer, then that instructions would produce a specific task that we need. So how it is possible? So how do programming languages, just by inputting the programming language, how the desired output comes? So basically the programming languages like C++, Java, JavaScript, or many more like Python. So in programming languages there are several elements, and each element or each symbol, we can call it as symbol also. So each element or each symbol has a particular meaning, which can be has a particular meaning. So this meaning the computer doesn't understand, because the computer only understands two things. The computer, what I mean by computer is that circuitry which is on the circuit board. That is the meaning of computer I have used here. So computer means that circuitry only understand two things, 0 and 1. So this mathematician, what he did that every symbol of any programming language, that all the symbols which are written in a particular way in that programming language. So Alan Turing by mathematics created a translator that could translate those those elements which are written in an order in the programming language into the codes of 0 and 1. So that programming language is eventually translated into the codes of 0 and 1, and that 0 and 1, that specific codes of 0 and 1 could be fed up, could be fed up into the complex circuitry inside the computer, and in this way we can perform the desired operation. So the desired operation could be performed. So Alan Turing was the first Alan Turing was the first who made the programmable computer. So the name of that programmable computer was Colossus. So in 1946, now we come to 1946. So in 1946, the first model computer was made, and the name of that computer was ENIAC. Here I have written this ENIAC. It was the first model computer. It was made by IBM. So the full form of ENIAC is electronic and numeric integrator and computer. So this was the first modern computer. But in 1964, in 1964, the integrated circuits came into existence, and through the integrated circuits, the computers moved in the commercial scale with the IBM's first mainframe computer, which was the which was the first commercial computer we used due to integrated circuits, which came into use due to integrated circuits. So in decades and decades later, microprocessors and transistors came into use. So that made the computers very fast, and also the size and also very small. So the microprocessors increase the speed of the computers considerably, and the transistor reduce the size of the computer. Reduce the size of the computer extravagantly, because as we see in the case of ENIAC. So ENIAC was basically in a room size computer, a complete large room size computer. It was in the University of Pennsylvania basically, right? And basically it generated 150 kilowatt of heat, and it did 5000 additions per minute. So this was the specialty of ENIAC at those times. So we have come from the abacus, which consisted of beads on a wire that required a considerable amount of time to calculate just a simple operation, to the latest IBM developed Blue Gene/L computer, which can perform 278.2 trillion operations per second. So this is the history of computers. In this way, the computers developed from just simpler devices like abacus, then step-reckoner, then Jacquard's loom, then Babbage's analytical engine, and the Boole symbolic logic. So the main element in the development of computers, or the breakthrough in the development of computers, was the discovery of Boolean symbolic logic, because it only gave the three gates, which were the NOT and OR, which could be combined with to form complex circuitry, and to perform the different calculations. So friends, this is the history of computers. So with this I end my video. So at the end, please like my video and subscribe my channel, and also tell your relatives and friends, acquaintances and family members to please at least view the video, or at least give it a view, or if they like it then they should like it, and please tell them also to subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.